Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and very good evening to all of you. So today we continue on our lecture on chapter 3, which is applications of a trigonometric function. Okay, in this application of trigonometric function for today lecture, we are cover three items. Okay, three subtopic. The first one is oblique triangles. Okay, and then the law of sine and law of cosine. Okay, for today lecture. Okay, and then learning objective for this chapter. Okay, at the end of this chapter, you should be able to solve oblique triangles, understand the concept of law of sines and law of cosine, and then find the area of triangle, and last but not least is apply what you have learned in this topic in order to solve application problems. Okay, this one is application problem when it is involved in terms of trigo equations or trigo identities. Okay, we apply for the trigo identities. Okay, so this is continuous from the chapter 2, which is trigonometric uh, what we call it trigonometric part, okay? Analytic trigonometry on chapter 2. Okay, looks the first one is solving oblique triangle. Okay, what is oblique triangle? Okay, the trigonometric of oblique triangle, it's not simple of that of right triangle. Okay, right triangle we are using from chapter 2, which is when you have the angle 60 degree, 30 degree, 90 degree, and the other one is 45 degree and 90 degree, which is special triangle. Okay, but for this oblique triangle, we don't have the 90 degree here. Okay, when you don't have the 90 degree, in order to solve, so you don't have the special angles. Okay, so in order to solve this one, we are using two laws. Okay, the first one is law of cosine, the second one is law of sine. Okay, so there are four cases of the oblique triangle have be considered. Okay, which are, you have four cases. The case one, when one side and two angles are known. Okay, when you already know the one side of the triangle and then two angle. Okay, the second case, when you know two side and one angle opposite of one to the side. Okay, and then case 3, when you know two side and the include angle are known. Okay, and then case 4, three side are known. You only know the three side. Okay, the angle we don't know. So when you have these four cases, in order to solve it, for the first two cases, we are using law of sine. And the last two cases, we are using law of cosine. So means that for case 1 and case 2, we are using sine. This one, 3 and 4, we are using cos, law of cos. So looks on the first one, law of sine. Okay, the definition law of sine for a triangle. Let example, you have a triangle ABC. So and then the angle is capital A, B, and C. So this one is the angle here. Okay, when angle is A and then the length is A, opposite for this one. Okay, And then we can solve using law of sine by using these theorems, whereby sine A over A equal to sine B over B equal to sine C over C. Okay, so we can solve using this law of sines. Okay, now looks on the example. Solve the triangle with A equal to 32 degrees. So this one is A. B equal to, or this one is actually capital B, not B here. Okay, 81.8 degrees, and A, which is the length A here, is 42.9 cm. So when you want to solve this one, means that you need to find what is small c, what is the angle C, and then what is the length C. In this case, you know two angle. Okay, two angle you know, and then one length. So we are using law of sine. To solve this one, we can use sine A over A because we know that A here, and then length A we already know, and then sine B because we know the B, angle B, and we can get this length B here. Okay, so to solve this one, we can get sine 32 over 42 over 9, means that opposite. Okay, sine 32 over 42.9 equal to sine 81.8 degree over B, opposite for this angle. Okay, you can get B. Okay, and then we can get the value of B, length B. Okay, so here B equal to 42.9 sine 81.8 degree divided by sine 32 degree. Okay, make sure when you want to press the calculator, your calculator must be in terms of degree because your angle here in degree. Make sure your calculator in terms of degree because we are using degree, not radian. Okay. So when you press calculator, you can get B equal to 80.1 cm. Since you already get the value B here, so we can find what is C. Okay, so this one we can get because we know that C here equal to the summation of triangle. Summation of triangle equal to 180. So this one is 32 and this one is 81.8. So we can get C. So whereby C equal to 180 degree minus 32 minus 81.8. So you can get C equal to 66.2. Okay, and then since you already get C, angle C, so you can find this length C. By using law of cosine, we can get sine A over A equal to sine the angle C over length C. So we can get the value of C here, whereby C equal to 74.1. So make sure you need to find all the angle. Okay, so you have all the angle here, and then all the length. B you already have, and C also you got it. So that is the answer for example 1. Okay, now looks on the example 2. Also a same thing. Solve the triangle. This triangle, we are given this triangle when you have two angle and one length. So you can use law of sine. Okay. So from this one, we can get by finding the angle C. Because we know that the summation of the angle in the triangle is 180. So A plus B plus C equal to 180. Okay, so we can get the angle C, whereby angle C equal to 180 degree minus 32 degree minus 80 degree. So you can get C equal to 68 degree. Since you already get C, and then you have the opposite length of C, which is 17 miles. So we can find what is the length A, what is the length B by using law of sine. We know that sine B over B equal to sine angle C over C. So this one, we can get the value of B. Okay, by substitution, sine B, sine 32 over B. This one, opposite. Okay, sine 32 over B equal to sine 68. Because here, this C is 68. We already get here. Okay, over 17 miles. So we can get the value of B here, whereby B equal to 9.7 miles. And then we can find what is the value of A. By using law of sine, we can get sine A over A equal to sine C over C. So substitute all the items given, so you can get A equal to 18.1 miles. Okay, this one for the case of law of sine. Okay, law of sine also we have the ambiguous case. Okay, what is ambiguous case? Okay, ambiguous case happen when you are solving a triangle where two sides, you know, two sides and the angle opposite of one side are known. Okay, kalau tadi you tahu dua angle. Okay, previously you know two angle and one side. Okay, but for this one, you know two side but one angle only, and this angle must be opposite to the one of this side that you know. Okay, so in order to identify this angle, okay, we have several types of angle. Okay, several type of triangle. You can assume dulu. Okay, so when A means that you know this angle and you know the length A and B. Okay, when A, the length that you know is less than hash, lebih kecil daripada hash. So this one does not exist any triangle. Tak akan wujud sebarang triangle. Okay, hash, how you identify with the hash? Hash equal to B times sine A. A is the angle given by the question. Okay, so triangle does not exist. Okay, what happen if you have A equal to hash? Okay, when A equal to hash, so you have one triangle. Okay, so when one triangle, you only have one result only. If your A greater than equal to B, you also have one triangle. But if A greater than hash and less than B, so you have two triangle. When you have two triangle, maksudnya awak kena cari dua sudut. Okay, because you have two triangle. And then for the obtuse, when A less than equal to B, so any triangle does not exist. Bila none ni, when none is given means that triangle does not exist. Bila triangle does not exist, you cannot calculate. Okay, and then when A greater than B, so you only have one triangle. So make sure you need to identify first how many triangle exist in your solution. Okay? If you have two triangle, so your answer must give two triangle. Dia akan double lah jawapan dia. Okay? So how to get two triangle? 180 lah. 180 minus the angle that you get. Okay. Looks on the example. Okay. Solve the triangle A equal to 6, B equal to 8, and A equal to 35 degree. So for this case, you know two side and one angle. So means that you have side angle. Okay. When you have side angle, so you need to identify first how many triangle involved in this situation. Okay. So you need to calculate by using law of sine. We know that, okay, for this situation, okay, we assume we have two triangle. So 35, 6 here, this one is 35, the angle A and the line A. So means that for this situation, you have two triangle. Okay, you have two triangle. Okay, when you have two triangle, you need to calculate 2C, 2B. Okay. So sine 35 degree over 6 equal to sine B over 8 by using law of sine. So you can get B. So sine B equal to 0.76 and B equal to 49.9. If you press calculator, you can get 49.9. But since you have two triangle, you need to find what is another 2B. Okay, the second B. The second B you can get by 180 minus 49.9. So you can get the another B is 130.1. So you have to be here because it is two triangle. Okay. And then okay. So you have two triangle. Okay. In order to check whether it is exist two triangle or not, so you can check because we know that the summation of triangle is 180. So you have 35 and 49. Okay, so you get the summation this one greater than 180 or not. Okay, so when you add 35 and 49, you just get 80 something. So still less than 180. And then if you get the summation between 75 and 130, also you get 16 something, 165.1. Still, you can have another C. Okay, so we know that this solution is two triangle. Since this solution is two triangle, you need to find what is C1 and C2 also. Okay, so we can find C1 and C2. C1 we can get 180 minus A minus B1, which is 49.9 and 35. So you can get 95.1. And then C2, 180 minus 35 and then minus 130.1. So you can get 14.9 degree. That one for C at C1 and C2. Of course, you need to find what is C, small c ni. Also, you have two because when you have two angles C, also the length C you have two by using law of sine. Sine 35 degree over 6 equal to sine 95.1 over C1. So you can get C1 equal to 10.42 by using the first C, 95.1. And then to find C2, we are using 14.9. Okay, so this one 14.9. So we can get C2, which is 2.96. So that is the solution. Okay, now looks on the exercise. Okay, exercise 3.1. Okay, solve the triangle. Is given the triangle here is already draw. Okay, for this case, first you check how many angle is given and then how many side is given. So it is given the two angle, okay, and one side only. When it's given two angle and one side, awak tak perlu risau. Memang exactly one triangle only. Okay, you must check when it is given one angle two side. Tu baru awak kena check. One angle two side because it exists the ambiguous case when the question given to you one angle two side. But if the question given to you two angle one side, exactly one triangle lah. Dia tak akan membentuk two triangle. Okay, so this one direct solutions. So by using law of sine, we can find the angle C here. Because we know that the summation of triangle is 180. So A plus B plus C equal to 180 because we already know that A equal to 75 degree, B equal to 60 degree. So C you can get 45 degree. Since you already get C here, which is 45 degree, so next we can find what is the length B and length A by using law of sine. Okay, sine B over B equal to sine C over C. Okay, so we are using this one. Actually, law of sine, you also can use B over sine B equal to C over sine C. It's up to you. You can choose either one lah. Benda sama je because it is in terms of ratio. Okay. So we can substitute sin B equal to 60 over B we don't know. Sin C equal to 45 get from here, and then the length C is 340. So you can get the value of B here, whereby B equal to 416.41. Okay. Okay. And then you can find the value of A. Okay. Sine A over A, sine C over C. Substitute, then you can get A equal to 464.45. Okay. So that one is the value of A. Make sure you must have all the value of length and all value of triangle. Okay. Any problems?
No, sir.
Okay, if you don't have any problems, next looks on the law of cosine. Okay, we have law of cosine is the when you have the side ABC and the angle A, angle B, and angle C. Law of cosine mentioned that A square equal to B square plus C square minus, okay, 2 BC is take from here, and then cos A must follow here. Okay, and then also a same thing for B. B square equal to A square plus C square minus 2AC cos B. And then C square equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. So this is the formula, law of cosine. Make sure you understand how to use law of cosine, law of sine. Okay. Looks on the example. Solve the triangle if A equal to 13 degree and then A equal to 13, C equal to 6, and B equal to 20 degree. So of course this one you need to use law of cosine. Okay. How we know whether we want to use law of cosine or law of sine? In order to use law of sine, okay, bila awak nak guna law of sine, make sure the angle given ni kena opposite dengan length yang diberi salah satu. Kalau awak tengok soalan tadi, okay? But right now, angle given is not opposite to the length. Bila dia tak opposite to the length given, you must use law of cosine. Because in order to use law of sine, the angle given must be opposite for at least one of the length. Boleh faham? Untuk awak menggunakan law of sine. So this one, for this case, you must use law of cosine. Okay, law of cosine, we can find the value of b. Because we know that b square equal to a square plus c square minus 2ac cos b. Okay, because we have a, we have c, and then we have cos b. So we can substitute in this formula. So we can get b square equal to 13 square plus 6 square minus 2 times 13 times 6 times cos 20. So we can get b equal to 7.6. Since we already get b, so we can find what is the angle C and the angle A. Okay. So also same thing. I prefer you using law of cosine. Okay. Because when you want to use law of sine, you need to check whether it is one triangle or two triangle. You kena check ambiguity case dulu when you use law of sine. Okay, I prefer you use law of cosine. Okay, so you just substitute in the formula, so you can get 6 square equal to 13 square plus 7.6 square minus 2 times 13 times sine 7.6 times by cos c. So we can get cos c here. Cos c and then c equal to 15.12. Okay. Here you can get by ni lah ni. Cos inverse. Okay. C equal to cos inverse. Ni. Okay. 13 square plus 7.6 square minus 6 square divided by 2 times 13 times 7.6. Okay, so you can get 15.12 degree. Okay. And also same thing, you can get A lah. A, we are using the summation of triangle equal to 180. So 180 minus 20 minus 15.12. So you can get 144.88. That's one for questions example 1. Okay. Now looks on the example 2. Okay, when you have all the side, okay, angle we don't know. So the only way in to solve this problem using law of cosine. Okay, so we can get a square equal to b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. So this one we can find cos a by 9 square equal to 7 square plus 5 square minus 2 times 7 times 5 cos a. So when you solve this equation, you can get the value a, whereby a equal to 95.74 degree. Okay, and then B also a same thing. You can get this equation 7 square equal to 9 square plus 5 square minus 2 times 9 times 5 times by cos B. Then you can get the value of B, whereby B equal to 50.70. Since you already get A and B, then you can get C by using law of triangle. 180 minus 95.74 degree minus 50.7 degree. So you can get 33.56. Okay. Make sure when it is in terms of degree, you must write this symbol degree. Jangan tertinggal. Kalau awak tertinggal, saya tak bagi markah. Okay. Okay. Now looks on the exercise. Try this exercise first. Okay, now looks on the exercise 3.2 question 1. Solve the triangle when you have B equal to 4.2, C equal to 1.8, and A equal to 35 degree. So when we look on A, the angles given here is not the opposite of the length. Okay, when the angle is not opposite of the length, we must use law of cosine. So we can find the length A here. Okay, so by using law of cosine, length A equal to A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. You just substitute all the value given here, and then we can get the value of A equal to 2.9. Okay, and then we can find the value of B. Okay, value of B is already given, but you can find the cos B, so the angle B. Okay, by substitute all the value given, and then we can get 4.2 square equal to 2.9 square plus 1.8 square minus 2 times 2.9 plus 1.8 cos B. So we can get the value of B, whereby B equal to 125 degree. And then, since you already get B and you have A, so we can get C by using 180 degree minus 125 degree minus 35 degree. So C you can get 20 degree. Okay? Betul? Any problems? Okay, when you don't have any problems, let's proceed to the solution number 2. Solve the triangle A equal to 5, B equal to 7, and C equal to 8. So this one only given the length. So the only solutions in order to solve these problems is by using law of cosine. So we have these equations, so we substitute all the items given, so you can get cos A. So the angle A you can get by solving these equations equal to 38.21 degree. And then we can find the angle B. Okay, so solving, you can get angle B equal to 60 degree. Since you already have angle B and angle A, you can get the angle C by using the summation of triangle equal to 180. So 180 minus 38.12 minus 60. So you can get 81.79. Okay. Any problems? If you don't have any problems, that's all. Thank you.